Iranian officials, predictably, aren't commenting. President Obama was hoping to come away from the G8 summit with hard deadlines on dealing with Iran's nuclear program. Instead, the talks produced only a timeline for reevaluating the matter. Republican Congressman Trent Franks of Arizona is a member of the House Armed Services Committee, and he joins us live from Phoenix. Well, Congressman, Iran is a problem. And we all know that at some point we have to turn up the pressure or somehow deal with Iran. Do you believe the president missed an opportunity here?
Well, Brian, I believe the president has missed a series of opportunities with Iran, and he doesn't seem to really understand just how serious the circumstances related to Iran becoming a nuclear nation really is. And I would just say this: the day that Iran becomes a nuclear-armed nation, every day thereafter, humanity is going to have to wake up and ask the question, who has nuclear weapons today? Because they will become a proliferator unlike anything we've ever seen. I mean, just last year, Iran was placed as the highest proliferator of terrorism and nuclear weapon technology of anyone. And I just have to say to you that I'm terribly concerned about the direction that this is all going. And I think that, you know, I'm hoping that we can attribute the president's attitude to that of just sincere naivete. But it's extremely dangerous to the world to see Iran become a nuclear nation.
Well, I'll ask you this question, just sort of out of left field here. Do you think we should be pulling out of Iraq at a time when Iran is still a problem?
No, you know, ironically, Iran supplies the insurgents in Iraq that kill our soldiers with these explosive form penetrators. These are the most dangerous weapons that we face, and they're being supplied by Iran. And the reality is that Iran, I believe, represents the greatest danger, short-term, to the peace of the human family in the world today. And every day they become closer and closer to becoming a nuclear-armed nation. And I don't see this administration taking that situation seriously. Iran watches what we do related to North Korea. They watch what we do across the world, and they do not see the resolve in the mind of this president or the administration to do what is necessary to prevent that reality from coming to be.
Let me just switch gears briefly while I've got you here. We're going to be talking about health care in Washington in the days ahead, and I'm wondering, do you think the president can get some kind of health care measure before the House that Republicans can find on any level acceptable?
Well, you know, when you consider the president's ideology here of government takeover of health care, I hope the Republicans will stand unified against that, because I think, you know, without trying to be in hyperbole here, I'm almost thinking that we could outlaw health care and do it less damage than government taking it over.
Oh my.
It's an astonishing tragedy to see America, the greatest free market on earth, begin to embrace this insanity called government takeover of health care. And you see these things happening one after another. We passed the cap and tax bill here, and this was the largest tax increase in the history of the human species. And now we're going to embrace a government takeover of health care. Those things represent a profound burden to the economy.
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but we are out of time. Thank you so much for joining us. Good to have you. GM emerging from bankruptcy. Can government motors rebound? Financial